while they were crossing over. So be very careful, especially if you select a different font than I've used here, which you probably will, that when you get crossovers, you will find that once you start to put modifiers on top, that your text disappears, and you need to work out, you need to know how to fix that up. So I'm just going to delete that extrude and get out of isolation mode. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and tweak up the rest of my letters. I'll pause the video and I'll come back and I'll show you what I did. So I've tweaked up my letters. You can see that I've added some arrows on the T here. I've put an arrow at the bottom, and I've sharpened up all of the other edges. I've put an arrow on the O as well, as it came across and pointed down towards the ground over here, and just sharpened up the top of the W, and also just generally went through and tweaked everything in the text. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to apply a modifier, but I'm going to apply it as an instance. So if I select all of my letters and then go into the modifier stack here, I can apply a bevel, which is an instance. You'll notice that it's in italics up in here. So if I select any one of these objects, they all have this bevel in italics, and it basically means that they're sharing that bevel. So I'm going to come around to a bit of a perspective angle just to see what's happening. And now we've got a bit of an issue here. I'm just going to switch that bevel off for a second, and you can see that that problem has happened. If I just go to a top view, everything is in a straight line except for that little section here of the W, and I need to tidy that up. So I'm just going to select that W, go back into my edit spline, and I need to be in vertex mode. I'm just going to find out where these problems are. You can see here that, and if I just click on the Z, what I can do, I'll go ZX, YZ. I'm just going to pull this back over until it's straight on the line, and select the next one that's caused a problem there, and I'm just pulling them back to that central line. Now you can see here that this can get very fiddly and can get quite ugly, and that's why you have to be very careful that you're working in the right axes. And as it turns out, I wasn't for some section of it. So if I come in closer, you can see that there is a couple of other problems there. It's looking not too bad. So if I just go back to a front view now and just make sure that my and just go back to a YX constraint. Just want to tidy up any issues that I may have caused by pulling those points around.